What is good? Fuck, good. Everyone. Shoobs here. This is so scuffed. I just want to note that the Prevail Key Company sent these over for a honest review, and I am affiliated with them as well, so you can use the link in the description or the code SHOOBS for 5% off to help out the channel. What is good, everyone? Shoobs here. Today we'll be taking a look at these delicious looking things. These are the Epsilon Switches from Prevail Key Co, manufactured by JWK. It's been a hot minute since I looked at a JWK switch, huh? The Tixie switches have been really taking over the metagame. Oh yeah, and about this band-aid, I actually had like a little hangnail that I thought was just dead skin, and I just straight up ripped it, and that was not a very good time. But anyways, these are the Epsilon switches featuring a full nylon housing and a mystery material stem, found in the Durock POM switches, which are a bit of a longer boy than your standard JWK stem, as well as a 68 gram progressive spring. These also come pre-lubed lightly with some light oil, which makes them decently smooth in its stock form, but I am honestly not a fan of pre-lubes, so I'll be lubing over them anyways. Anyways, here are the switches that we'll be comparing these Epsilon switches to. You will see the information through my scuffed editing skills, but yeah, some of the popular linears in the market, we'll be doing a little comparison. Now looking at the stems of the switches, the POM Durock and Epsilon are indeed identical. Just slightly longer than your standard Alpaca V2s yellows, you know, the standard length stems. They're quite long, but still not as long as Zaku's or Dangkeebs creams. Okay, moving forward, we're going to be skipping the scuffed stem wobble test from now on, because I honestly think that it really doesn't add too much to what people care about, and my method is just quite inaccurate as well, so it's sort of like everyone just skips over it, or you don't really get much out of it. So yeah, rip the stem wobble test. Also, many people complain about how long my switch videos are, so we'll be condensing the review a bit, you know. Okay, for the sound test, please just keep in mind that sound tests are not very accurate, and everyone's setup like desk mat, room acoustics, mic placement, case, and all that is different, so to take this with a grain of salt. In terms of the sound profile of these switches, these are very deep. I would put these in the same category as the inks and the lavenders, in the very deep category. It also has the similar sort of longer pole bottom out due to its extended stem as well, but the amount of harsh hitting bottom out that these Epsilon switches has, much like the POM Durocks, isn't as strong as something like the Zakus or the Franken Switch cream stem variants. It is still like hard hitting, but not as harsh. I don't know. It's like I can't really explain it too well, but it's just not as harsh. I mean, in terms of smoothness, god damn, these are smooth, like really smooth. Like we talking Sakamoto type smooth right now. Once lubes, these just glide, and the nylon housing with this mystery stem, which I feel like definitely has some unwipe properties, make these extremely smooth and lubed, and I would honestly put these in the same category as in between something like the banana splits and the Tangies. The Tangies are still the smoothest switch I've tried, but these are definitely really good. By far one of the smoothest deep sounding switches. They're very much more consistent, they're much more consistent than Lavenders and the Black Ink V2s, and these are actually super fucking smooth. I'm honestly quite impressed. Overall, I think these are one of the newest JWK switches that I have been quite impressed with. I remember thinking about Franken switching with the POM Durock mystery stems when I first took a look at the POM Durocks around 7 months ago, and putting them into a nylon housing was something that I thought would be great, and here we have it, and they are honestly great. They're extremely smooth, very deep, and extremely satisfying to type on with the 68 gram progressive spring. The progressive spring makes it like quite a bouncy sort of typing experience. I can't really like explain it too well. You just have to try progressive springs, but it sort of starts off light at the top and gets heavier at the bottom, and so the return's sort of bouncier, I guess. But if you're looking for a switch that is satisfying to type on with a deep sound and very smooth, then these are a switch that you're looking for, and you will not be disappointed. Anyways guys, thank you so much for the continued support. I've been feeling a little bit off lately, so my videos may come off a little low energy, but making videos actually helps me sort of ease my mind a bit. I have something to do. Sorry that my stream schedule has been a bit erratic too, and my apologies for that, but soon I'll be back, back to making fun hype videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.